Hello everybody, I am Dr. Eggman, mad scientist and evil genius extraordinaire. Now, here we are, with my second or third, I don't remember, but either my third fun video. The first fun video was the unexplained sound phenomenon. The second fun video was the top 40 amazing weather phenomenon, and it seems that you could think of this, the top 40 amazing natural phenomena, as a part 2 to the weather phenomenon. And yeah, now first off, guys, let me tell you something that you guys probably wouldn't have known. I don't know if I told you this in the weather phenomenon or not, but I'm just going to tell you here. I had told you guys, or I don't think I did tell you, but originally it was supposed to be Sonic.exe's channel that we were supposed to record this video with, and then just upload Sonic Shelter 459's channel from there. But we have good news. Last Friday or Thursday, one of those days, Sonic Shell 3459 had finished watching the natural phenomena. So we were actually able to do this video now. And I was not paying attention to the video. So hopefully I can know where we're supposed to stop. But yeah, anyways, I think we're supposed to stop at 30. So let's just go all the way there.
Nature has helped produce some stunning wonders around the world.
Yes, they have.
Every year, various human activities and natural phenomena cause environmental disasters and substantial economic losses throughout the world. Despite this dark side, there's something fascinating about the power of nature and its impact.
A spotted lake?
Don't expect to find the very popular aurora borealis or fire rainbows listed here.
Oh man!
This list is to present some of the most amazing natural phenomena, ranging from common ones to ones that are less known to the public.
That's pretty awesome. But yo, I love the fire rainbows in aurora borealis. The fire rainbows almost made me cry, but the northern lights were just awesome.
Hair ice.
What?
Hair ice, also known as ice wool, is a type of ice that forms on dead wood and takes the shape of fine, silky hair.
Extraordinary.
It's somewhat uncommon and has been reported mostly at latitudes between 45 and 55 degrees north in broadleaf forests.
Yes.
They can maintain their shape for hours, sometimes days.
Cool.
This long lifetime indicates that something is preventing the small ice crystals from recrystallizing into larger ones, since recrystallization normally occurs very quickly at temperatures near 0 degrees Celsius.
Alright.
The hairs appear to root at the mouth of wood rays, and their thickness is similar to the diameter of the wood ray channels.
Alright.
A piece of wood that produces hair ice once may continue to produce it over several years.
There was a piece missing.
Researchers have said the reason why it took almost 100 years to confirm this was because hair ice is a somewhat rare and fleeting phenomenon.
Yes.
Hair ice grows mostly during the night and melts again when the sun rises.
Yeah.
It is invisible in the snow and inconspicuous in hoarfrost.
Inconspicuous in hoarfrost? Is that what it said? Hoarfrost? 39.
Frost flowers.
Oh.
Frost flowers are ice crystals commonly found growing on young sea ice and thin lake ice in cold, calm conditions.
Awesome.
The ice crystals are similar to hoarfrost and are commonly seen to grow in patches around 3 to 4 centimeters in diameter.
Ooh.
Frost flowers grow on new sea ice.
New sea ice?
When the cold, moist air above becomes saturated, frost forms on imperfections on the icy surface. Frost on these imperfections seeds flowers, which rise as they wick moisture from the frozen surface, capturing salt and marine bacteria as they grow. Frost flowers bloom in the Southern Ocean and around Antarctica as well.
Nice.
But little is known about the physical, chemical, or biological nature of frost flowers at either pole.
Cool.
Scientists have learned to grow frost flowers in a freezer lab at the University of Washington to learn more about how these stunning structures form and interact with the environment. In general, frost flowers only form in relatively windless conditions.
38.
Penitentes.
Oh.
Penitentes are beautifully sculpted snow formations found at high altitudes. They take the form of tall, thin blades of hardened snow or ice, closely spaced with their sharp curves oriented towards the general direction of the sun. These frozen pinnacles grow all over glaciated and snow-covered areas in the dry Andes, above 4,000 meters or 13,120 feet. They range in size from a few centimeters to over 5 meters or 16 feet tall. They form when the sun's rays turn snow directly into water vapor without melting at first, a process called sublimation. An initially smooth surface later develops depressions as some regions randomly sublimate faster than others. The curvatures then concentrate on sunlight and speed up sublimation in the depressions, leaving the higher points behind as forests of towering spikes.
Awesome! I've never seen such beauty. 37.
Snow rollers.
Ooh.
Snow rollers are formed when a thick layer of snow falls on top of a layer of ice.
What?
If the temperature and the wind speed are right,
yes,
chunks of snow can break loose and start rolling.
Like tumbleweeds?
As they're blown along the ground like wintry tumbleweeds, they pick up additional snow along the way.
That's funny.
The inner layers are often weaker and less compact, allowing them to be blown away easily by the wind, leaving a large, naturally formed snow donut. Because of the precise temperature and wind speeds required to create this effect, snow rollers are a rare sight, but have made headlines with their appearances in parts of North America and the UK. Unlike snowballs made by people, snow rollers are typically cylindrical in shape. And are often hollow, since the inner layers, which are the first layers to form, are weak and thin compared to the outer layers and can be easily blown away, leaving what looks like a donut or a Swiss roll.
Shadow craves Swiss rolls. Swiss rolls is all he can talk about sometimes.
Red tides.
Ooh.
Red tides are a phenomenon caused by large algal blooms, when colonies of algae reproduce so numerously that they discolor coastal waters. They are also known to deplete oxygen in the waters and or release harmful toxins that may cause illness in humans as well as other animals.
Oh man.
Red tide is a global phenomenon. However, since the 1980s, harmful red tide events have become more usual and widespread. While many people call these blooms red tides, scientists prefer the term harmful algal blooms.
You got that right.
They've been reported in every U.S. coastal state, and their occurrence may be on the rise. Red tides are of national concern because they affect not only the health of people and marine ecosystems, but also the health of local and regional economies. A small percentage of algae, however, produce powerful toxins that can kill fish, shellfish, mammals, and birds, and may directly or indirectly cause illness in people. When masses of algae die and decompose, the process can ruin the habitat, causing the water to become so low in oxygen that animals will have to leave the area.
But if they can't fly, then they're done for. 35.
Striped icebergs, Antarctica. These strangely clothed icebergs are formed when large blocks of ice break off from a glacier's ice shelf and float into open waters. Because this ice is formed from seawater that contains organic matter and minerals, it washes a variety of color and texturing into the iceberg. As the bergs become fragmented and sculpted by the wind and waves, the different colored layers can develop striking patterns. Striped icebergs come in a variety of colors, including brown, black, yellow, and blue.
Blue is standard.
The different colors appear due to different reasons. Blue stripes are the most common, and they appear when crevices are filled with water and freeze so fast that no bubbles are formed.
Truth.
Green presents itself because the water that freezes is extremely rich in algae. Brown, yellow, and even black stripes are caused by sediments picked up along the way when the ice sheet was sliding downhill.
Cool.
Striped icebergs are not exactly rare, but quite uncommon.
And that's a brown one on there, isn't it? Or is that something else? Tell me what color that is, guys.
Ice fumarole, Arctic.
Oh.
A normal fumarole is a vent that protrudes from the ground, allowing steam from volcanoes to escape out into the open. An ice fumarole is so cold that steam particles freeze upon contact with the outside air. Hundreds of icy towers are created by the natural contrasting hot and cold environment of Antarctica. As the heat from volcanoes melts the snow above, creating a deep cave, the rising steam instantly freezes as it meets the sub-zero temperatures. As the steam continues to climb and freeze at the top, the spiky towers continue to grow. Some of these icy stacks stand up to 60 feet high. Many ice fumaroles form around Mount Erebus.
Mount Erebus, huh? That's a cool place I've heard of. I've heard of that place and it's awesome.
Frozen methane bubbles. A bizarre yet beautiful phenomenon occurs each winter
in many Canadian lakes, when dangerous methane gas bubbles create an artistic design in the frozen ice.
Yes.
The methane bubbles depicted in the photographs have generated a lot of buzz, particularly on social media. Many people have never seen the phenomenon before and are absolutely marveled at the beauty of them and wonder what they really are.
I'm a scientist, but I want to know.
What happens is that dead organic matter falls into the water and sinks to the bottom, where bacteria consumes it and emits a methane gas in the form of bubbles that rise to the surface.
I wanted to know this.
When lakes are free of ice, the bubbles merely pop at the surface and the gas dissolves into the atmosphere.
Cool.
But when the lakes are freezing cold, the bubbles become frozen and trapped under the surface.
All right.
The bubbles come in a variety of shapes and sizes, and some appear to be trapped in dozens of different layers of ice as they attempt to migrate upward. The bubbles can be dangerous if they are popped and ignited with a source of fire. But they are otherwise generally safe.
And that's a good thing that they're still safe, as long as they're not popped with flames. 32.
Brinacle.
Brinacle?
Brinicles are created under sea ice when cold, saline water is introduced to an area of ocean water. At the time of its creation, a brinacle resembles a pipe of ice reaching down from the underside of a layer of sea ice. As the seawater freezes, it pushes out impurities, including salt. This makes the water surrounding the pipe more saline and more dense. As such, it starts to sink. As the dense water flows down, some of it freezes and creates the finger-like shape that's characteristic of the brinacle.
Fingers!
At first, a brinacle is very fragile.
Yes.
Its walls are thin, and it's largely the constant flow of colder brine that sustains its growth.
Really?
And hinders its melt that would be caused with the contact with less cold surrounding water.
Okay.
The scientific studies of brinicles are still in their early stages, but as new and incredible things are discovered every year, the possibilities are absolutely endless.
Alright, that's awesome. 31. This is the last one, guys.
Rainbow eucalyptus trees. Native to the tropical regions of New Britain, New Guinea, Suriname, Sulawesi, and Mindanao, the rainbow eucalyptus is an extremely large, broad-leaved evergreen tree.
Amazing.
It is the only eucalyptus species indigenous to the northern hemisphere. It grows lightning quick, being able to double its size every year before reaching a trunk diameter of 6 feet and soaring to heights above 200 feet.
Oh yeah.
In the U.S., rainbow eucalyptus grows in the frost-free climates found in Hawaii and the southern portions of California, Texas, and Florida. The most outstanding feature of a rainbow eucalyptus tree is its bark. The trees shed patches of bark at different times throughout the year, revealing a bright green layer. The inner bark then darkens and matures into shades of blue, orange, and maroon.
Amazing.
Unfortunately, it cannot survive hot and dry weather or frosty conditions. It can only be grown in specific regions near the equator that will sustain this type of tree.
Where?
It's commonly planted in parks and gardens in countries that can grow it.
That's the truth. But why don't they ever have them where we can find them? Alright, guys. So that was part 1. I hope. I'm going to check Tails and Knuckles' video to see. Like, I'm going to skip to the end of Tails and Knuckles. I'm going to see if they got to 30 in their part 1. If they got somewhere different in part 1, then that means I'm going to have to start this over again. Because Sonic.exe also stopped at 30 in part 1. And Sonic and Shadow followed him. And Silver followed them. And then Tails and Knuckles followed him. And then now I'm supposed to follow Tails and Knuckles. In other words, Sonic.exe was the first guy to react to the weather and natural. And then Sonic and Shadow had to copy Sonic.exe. And Silver had to copy Sonic and Shadow. And Tails and Knuckles had to copy Silver. And now I have to copy Tails and Knuckles. So I can see how they got to it. Anyways, guys. Thanks for watching part 1 of this video. And I'll see you guys in part 2. See you later, everybody. Ooh, ooh, ah, 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 ah.